Father Kolbe. July 7th, 1979, Auschwitz.
This is the victory which has conquered the world, our faith. These words of the Bible come to mind and pierce my heart each time I find myself here in this place that was the Auschwitz concentration camp. This victory of faith and love was won by Maximilian Kolbe, a son of Saint Francis and a Catholic priest. They brought him here to this place built to destroy faith, and rode roughshod over all traces of human dignity.
In this house, in the town of Stunskovoye in Poland, Raymond Kolbe was born on January 8, 1894. His parents lived in poverty. They ate, slept, and worked in one room.
What will happen to you, son? You're too impulsive and sometimes violent. Raymond, what will become of you when you grow up? What's bothering you, son? Why won't you talk to me? Don't be afraid to speak to your mother.
I'm not afraid, Mother. I was thinking about what you told me the other night. I was worried about my future, so I asked the Blessed Mother what would happen to me when I grew up. She offered me 2 crowns. Then she asked me which one I wanted, the white one of purity or the red one of martyrdom. You know, Mother, what I told her? I said I'd take both of them.
Raymond enters the Franciscan seminary at 17 and makes his religious vows. At this time, according to the custom, he takes a new name, Maximilian. Later he goes to Rome, where he completes his studies of philosophy and theology in preparation for his priestly ordination.
Together with his friends, he founds the sodality of the Knights of Mary Immaculate.
There are so many unhappy people, steeped in error and oppressed by evil. We pledge ourselves to help them, so that they may rediscover God with the help of Mary Immaculate.
On April 28, 1918, he is ordained. World War I is over. Maximilian returns home to begin his priestly work.
In January 1922, Father Kolbe begins publication of a monthly magazine which he names The Knights of Mary Immaculate. He encourages his fellow workers.
We have no right to rest until everyone is brought to the truth taught us by our divine Savior.
In 1927, he establishes the city of Mary Immaculate at Niepokalanów, a small convent town which in a few years will become the greatest center of Polish publications. More than 500 monks and many lay people will find work in this publishing house.
We must wrap the world with paper imprinted with the words of life in order to give back to this world the joy of living.
From the city of Mary Immaculate, 1 million copies of the Knights of Mary Immaculate are distributed. Another publication, the Little Journal, becomes the daily paper of Catholic Poland with a circulation of 150,000. At the age of 36 in 1930, Father Kolbe leaves his homeland and the city of Mary Immaculate to become a missionary in Japan. In Nagasaki, he founds a new Marian center and begins a publishing house. The inspiration of his poverty, work, and inner peace invite the non-Christians to dialogue and faith. 6 years later, he returns to his native Poland, and in spite of his poor health, which has troubled him for several years, resumes direction of the city of Mary Immaculate.
The Nazis occupy Poland in 1939. Courageously and through his newspaper, he denounces the injustices of the regime. He writes,
If true virtue consists in love of God, and in everything which comes from this love, then evil is everything which is against this love.
He condemns Nazism in the name of the God of love. Niepokalanów is occupied by the Germans. Father Kolbe and his confreres are arrested and later released. At the time, Father Pawlowski said,
He knew the Gestapo would come back to arrest him. He told me so himself, yet he remained in his place.
to silence the newspaper of Niepokalanów, the Nazis offer Father Kolbe the opportunity to become a German citizen and thus receive immunity and protection. His reply,
I have always been, I am, and I will always remain a Polish citizen.
he is arrested on the evening of February 17th, 1941, and taken to the prison of Pawiak. There he experiences hunger and humiliation. His religious habit becomes the target of insults and beatings.
During prisoner inspection, an infuriated officer of the SS throws Father Kolbe's crucifix to the ground and shouts,
You imbecile! Idiot! Do you really believe in this nonsense?
I certainly do.
Whipped with a gun, a barrage of blows falls upon the defenseless monk.
Now, do you still believe?
Oh, yes. I believe more than ever.
The officer continues to rain blows on the priest as he falls to the ground. The next day, the SS moves 320 prisoners from Pawiak. A certain W. Schwesser related,
They forced us to enter the boxcars. Once locked inside, we were terrified. Not a sound was uttered. But as soon as the train moved, a prisoner intoned a well-known sacred hymn. The man was Father Kolbe.
the short journey ends at a concentration camp, the infamous Auschwitz. 5 million persons were to be cremated in its ovens. And Mr. Stefanski remembered how it was.
Inhuman brutality was poured upon us. The SS guards would beat and torture us for their own amusement. Before killing our body, they wanted to destroy our spirit.
This is the testimony of Joseph Stemler, who was interned with Father Kolbe.
I saw a former judge steal a piece of bread from under the pillow of a fellow prisoner. To satisfy our hunger, we would do anything. The struggle to preserve life made it almost impossible to find one prisoner who would help another.
Father Kolbe shares his ration with a fellow inmate who is dying of starvation.
Take some of my bread. You are a young man and must live. I am already an old man.
The doctor speaks to Father Kolbe.
You are practically dead from TB. Go to the infirmary and take care of yourself.
I can wait. Take someone else who is worse off than I.
Such a response takes the doctor by surprise, and he asks,
Who are you?
I am a Catholic priest.
Do you still believe that God cares for us?
God is good and almighty, and no one can take us out of his hands. Let us put ourselves under the protection of Mary Immaculate, and she will help us.
When Father Kolbe is no longer able to stand on his feet, he is forced to seek admission to the camp hospital. Wooden bunks are stacked on each side of a vast room. Several hundred sick prisoners are confined here. Word quickly gets around that a priest is in the hospital. Prisoners cautiously leave their bunks and risk their lives in order to approach Father Kolbe and confess their sins.
At times, prisoners were needed to work in the fields outside the camp. Toward the end of July 1941, one of them from Father Kolbe's Block 14 escapes. When evening comes and the prisoners return from work, the escape is discovered. Fear spreads through the camp. Reprisal is certain.
If within 24 hours the prisoner is not found, 10 of you in this block will be condemned to die of starvation.
At supper time, fear is mixed with hope.
We may still have a chance.
Be quiet. The worst is yet to come. I heard that the starvation cell makes people go crazy before they die of hunger and thirst.
Who will be chosen to die in the starvation cell?
Commandant Fritsch picks by chance. It might be you, or me, or anybody else of this Block 14.
Attention! All prisoners of Block 14, you will stand here in the sun all day.
We remained, standing motionless under the scorching sun, not allowed to make the slightest move, As one faints, he's dragged aside.
24 hours have passed, and the escaped prisoner has not been found. 10 of you will die. Palic, start counting. This one, this other, and this. Move! Hurry up! Hunger won't be your only torment, dirty Polacks. You will die of thirst. You two, get out. How many have we, Palic?
9, my commandant.
Then you, number 5659.
No, I don't want to die. My poor wife and children.
Franciszek Gajowniczek, number 5659, cannot restrain his tears.
Move on to the bunker. Take off your shoes and hurry.
The condemned begin their desperate walk to starvation.
One moment, Commandant.
How dare you, number 16670? What do you want, you wretched man? Go back to your ranks and don't come near me.
No one had ever before dared to break ranks and come forward to address the commandant.
Commandant, I would like to die in place of one of the condemned.
Why? Are you insane? Why do you want to die?
I am old and sick. My life is now useless.
And for whom would you die?
For him. He has a wife and 2 children.
Who are you?
A Catholic priest.
Do you hear that, Palic? A useless, dirty idler. Okay, take the place of this man.
Palic cancels number 5659, belonging to Sergeant Gajowniczek, and writes Father Kolbe's number, 16670.
The prisoners are amazed at this turn of events. Here at Auschwitz, where everyone fought to the death to defend and protect his own life, no one had ever offered his life for that of another.
Get in, get in. 10 days without bread or water will make you look like a withered vine.
From nearby cells come the death rattle of others condemned to the same horrible death. For many nights, Franciszek Gajowniczek is unable to sleep. He is tortured at the thought of Father Kolbe slowly dying for him. A Polish attendant at the bunker, Bruno Bogowiak, reported,
From the cells of the 10 condemned men, you heard neither invectives, nor blasphemies, nor desperate cries. Whenever I had to go into the bunker to remove a dead body, I heard subdued prayers, spoken almost in a whisper, and religious hymns hummed with great effort. The guards showed a certain amount of respect for Father Kolbe. Once I heard one say,
This priest is indeed a good man. We have never seen one like him.
10 days went by, and Father Kolbe was still alive.
Bach, a German executioner, was called in to kill Father Kolbe with an injection of carbolic acid.
Who are you? What do you want?
Just a few moments and you will be dead.
With a prayer on his lips, Father Kolbe offered his arm to the executioner. I could no longer stand it, so with an excuse I hurried away. When the SS and the executioner left the place, I returned to the cell and found Father Kolbe seated against the wall. His eyes were open, and his head was leaning to one side.
I tell you most solemnly, unless a grain of wheat falls on the ground and dies, it remains only a single grain. But if it dies, it yields a rich harvest.